fuck with him at all. I really didn't fuck with him at all in the beginning, but then he started sending me some of the tunes that he had, and it's kind of like the tunes that he made were for my voice. Like it's just in like when you find a connection, a producer like that, can't turn that, you can't let that go.
Oh, certainly.
And so it's been 2 years now that we've been working together, and you can just hear the progress that I have made, and it's pretty cool to hear that.
Hey, fellas, I respect the connection and the relationships you can get off of BandLab, dog. Like musically, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And I also want to say RIP to Beck M, man. You know,
certainly.
She was a supporter of ours, man. I respect that, man. I really respect that. You know what I'm saying? And totally not somebody that I knew personally, not somebody, you know, but I saw her support on BandLab. I respect that. So yeah, I feel you on that.
Most certainly. I definitely agree with those connections. I mean, you know, I'm Mr. Fork Your Joint. You know what I mean? I had like over 100 forks when my first year on BandLab. You know what I mean? So I'm all about reaching out and making connections, and you know, and likewise, you know, Beck M was definitely one of those forks, you know, that I met up with, and we were able to like really kick it, have good conversation, and she really cared, you know, and showed support. I mean, obviously from, you know, buying the merch to, you know, trying to help out the gang, and then, you know, buying the album and all of the above. But, you know, she was just a good spirit overall.
Right. We supported her.
Most certainly. Yeah. Most certainly. That's couple of collabs with her, man. And like I said, at the end of the day, BandLab, you know, I remember us having our first conversation about BandLab, like, oh, how's this going to work? And are we just going to stay to ourselves? Or are we going to branch out? And, you know, when we branched out, we met a lot of good connects, and we're still meeting good connects up there. So.
Like the one we have today, the very talented Miss Cassaronie. Man, when I heard No Fucks, I don't know if you remember my comment, but I was like, hey, y'all better turn the forks off on this one. This is a wrap. Oh, that one. When I heard y'all do that, I vibed to that all week, man.
Yeah, his whole voice, everything about his.
Did Yoda do that?
Was what I was looking for that. What?
The producer, was that Yoda G, the producer for that song?
No, that was it's just different.
It's just different, right? His tag is in the song.
Hey, that was a very fun song to make, you know. And like we communicated throughout the process of the song, so it was like you was kind of pushing me, like, hey,
yeah, I it was that little growl, and I was like, I need more of that.
Exactly. I thought that was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I was humbled by that, you know what I'm saying? Because you kind of took my creative process to where it needed to go for that song. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I can do a little too much of this when I need a little bit more of that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. I love that song. I love that song.
It's actually one of my favorites, and I play it like religiously. Like I probably played it 10 times a day. Probably played it 5 times yesterday, just because just the feel of it, the way y'all came in on it was like some real Bonnie and Clyde type. Like I don't want to curse because people say I curse too much. So y'all came on some really, really Bonnie and Clyde type feel on it, and I like that about it. It's really dope.
You definitely can throw it on and ride, bro. You definitely can ride to it.
Yep. We just it made sense. We clicked on that shit.
Awesome job on that. Thumbs up. Real talk. Salute.
We'll play that song too toward the end of the podcast so people can hear that, and then we can direct people where to go find that song too if they want to hear it. So I want to know specifically about have you ever like encountered any hate or any love based off of your sound and your look? Like, do you think that I won't ask 2 questions in one. We'll ask that one question. Have you felt any type of indifference based off your look and your sound? No.
Yeah. When I first got on BandLab, I was actually I noticed that since I'll just be straightforward with you. Since I have a good voice, I'm white, I'm decent looking, would get a lot more attention. And there was a time when I took my profile picture off and even changed my name to like nobody or something, or like I don't know. I would try to go like anonymous to see like what difference it would make, and I did not get a lot of attention that way. So I've definitely used it in my advantage, which why the fuck not? So
yeah, some of those songs, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, some of those songs you don't even think it's a white girl.
Yeah.
Straight up, like you got a good voice, man. You keep doing your thing, man. You got a really good voice. Shout out to AC, who ain't with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to know, let me see, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Where you got started singing? Where'd you get started singing? And does she have any old songs she might have done? Where'd you get started singing? I might have copied it down wrong. Yeah.
I just
School or the church?
School. I sang at school my entire life, and at home my mom was always doing like karaoke and whatnot. Hella music in my life.
Yeah.
You can tell she paid attention.
Well, it's weird because like it was stupid. I hated school or music in school because they had you singing all these stupid ass songs, but it really pays off because I know techniques, I know certain things that a lot of people don't know. So it pays off later in life and you don't realize it would, I guess.
You're being trained in
especially harmonizing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. I can harmonize on dot.
So who's your influence? Like who's your influence? Like I can hear some Whitney Houston in there. I hear some Christina Aguilera too.
Yeah. I'm a little white girl. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. I love them too. But my sister, I had an older sister, like she listened to a lot of like Aaliyah and a lot of old R&B, 90s old R&B. Yeah. I don't know. I listen to everything. My mom listened to country. My older sister listened to fucking country. My stepdad listened to rock, classic rock. I listen to everything. I don't discriminate against music. I love it all. Everything, every kind of music inspired me. Everything.
Yeah, well, I see. Saying like I thought you would have like sang in church or something. Like, you got a very churched up. You know what I'm saying? Your style is nice and churched up, man. Like, yeah. So
Christina Aguilera definitely inspired me to be like sing with the, I don't know, the style.
They call them the runs. You got the little church runs. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, you do your thing though.
My last question that I have for you is, in your area, in your local area, as far as music is concerned, is there some things that you'd like to see happening in your local music community right now that's not happening?
I don't know. I mean, my area is like nowhere, in the middle of nowhere.
Right. So you have to travel to go anywhere to do anything.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not really hating on that. I'm not a performer. I'm private. I like this whole setup being online. I like that. I'm good with this. Like,
Gotcha.
So, I guess the only thing that sucks with that is like the algorithm. You can't really get your shit out there, but I'm not really pushing to be famous. I don't really want the fame.
Right.
So I'm good with where I'm at.
Right.
You can touch the whole world without leaving the comfort of your couch if you don't want to.
Love BandLab for that, man.
Yeah.
It's the introvert and extrovert's dream at the
Yep.
same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That and then during the pandemic, it allowed you to be right there and be comfortable,
Hey,
and
y'all,
still continue
do
what you
y'all
were doing.
remember? Do y'all remember when studio time used to cost like, I want to say like $100 an hour or some shit, almost like
Still doing some places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah, if you want it mastered, you got to go back, and still
Yeah.
pay for it. So,
Shit, man.
boy, Band Lab, man, you remember the struggle we had trying to find a recording studio, and then we found out you could do videos and everything on Band Lab, bro.
Sure. Hey, the videos is booty though. Videos is booty, man.
Hey, but the fact that you can make your own beats, you can record,
And
share
you
your
own it
music.
all.
Yeah.
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 Got your own platform, everything, man.
And now they're starting distributions here soon too, so that's pretty cool.
Most certainly. And you can get paid on this joint too with
Yeah.
the tip jar, and they're gonna, subscriptions and stuff should be coming soon if they ain't already there. So hey, I'm a big fan of that.
And probably down the road, probably some type of streaming platform will probably come out of it.
Yeah.
Once there's more money being thrown at it, sky's the
Oh, yeah.
limit for that site.
And it's got a nice community. It got a good community too. Like, it's real easy to use. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, I would say kind of like the Facebook for creators, man. You know what I'm saying?
Every other app you go on, like Loom, for example, you go on there and you're kind of, for me personally, I was just like, there's all these other people who are great, whatever, but you're kind of like pushed down, like you don't feel so great anymore. Which on BandLab, you kind of like, you just feel like I fit in. I mean, whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like pushed down or, to the back, pushed to the back. I feel like I'm heard on BandLab. You kind of find your own people.
I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
gotta find your audience. You definitely do.
Are you but on Band Lab, you're not big as your followers. You're not bigger than your followers, right? Like the only people that see you are your followers, though. That's the thing that I can't stand about it. Like, you can't make a private account versus all followers account versus it just, to me, that's how they kind of bottle you up.
Yeah.
What's up, baby boy?
Definitely. Okay, so last question for you. Social media. Where can people find your social media at?
Boy.
And where can people find your music?
I'm on. Okay, so oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm on, a lot of my new stuff is under Yoda G on his Spotify, just because we put it up through United Masters through his stuff. But you can look me up as Cassaronie, CASSARONIE.
Right.
And I forgot what the other question was.
Social media, where we can find you on social media, and then where the rest of your music catalogs can be found.
Yeah, you can just look me up anywhere under Cassaronie.
Smart.
And or Yoda G.
Yoda G. And okay, all right. Fellas, what other questions you got for Cass?
What's next, man?
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah. When you gonna do an all Hjefe track, man?
Whenever you send me a tune, send me a beat.
I'm telling you, she always, man.
I heard it first. Hjefe featuring Cass.
Y'all gotta hold her feet to the fire that she gotta be featured on multiple Hjefe songs. See if we can find the right sounds that we can get to her to make that next Hjefe hit.
Oh, certainly.
So I want
all it takes is one.
Yeah. All you need is one viral song and you're out of here.
Out of here. That's all you need is one, Cass.
And you got them. You got some already. So we know you got the formula already.
Ugh, it scares me though.
Okay, tell. I want to hear about that. You said it scares you. Tell me what's your fear that makes you afraid in that aspect.
Just so much. I don't know, just letting everybody down. I don't know, just fucking up.
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know.
You know that a lot of artists, and I'll say this specifically. I'm not an artist per se. I'm really more engineer producer. Um, I'm still an artist. As artists, we get in our head a little bit about what our sound sounds like, if people are gonna like it. You know, the clicks and the likes and stuff of social media has really kind of dealt um our emotional and our how we feel about our self and our content. It's kind of dumbed us down a little bit. And I think that one thing we gotta stay ahead of is that if we know who we are and what we bring to the table, all the rest of that stuff don't even matter. If you like the song and it sounds good to you, even if you're 10 octaves off and you put it out, hey, it sounded good to you and it made you feel good about putting that out there. So I think that we kind of pigeonhole ourselves when we don't just allow ourselves to use our talent and our gift as it's given to us. Because there's a lot of times where I send beats to these guys, never hear a word back from them, crickets, right? And then about 3 weeks down the line, they in our group chat, here comes a song with this beat that I had heard nothing about, saying, "Hey, I wrote this song to this beat that you got. And by the way, not only did I write the song, write a verse to this beat, so did the rest of these guys." And I'm like, "Why you didn't say nothing? Because I could have made 10 of those, you know." So, uh, so and so while the time that I'm looking and I'm sucking and like, oh, they don't like none of these beats. I didn't make this beat the right way. Blah 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 blah. All along, they like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the thing about being a producer too. You know, you hear something different that we don't hear as just vocalists. Like that's
Surprise.
you know.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, it's an art in it's an art in itself. And so when it meshes that a producer has his song out there and the artist just mesh with it, like the song that y'all got no fucks given, the way y'all mesh on that is it's like that that producer made that song for y'all. Even though
Yeah.
it's a equal mesh that you all came in and put your talent into that song, it made it like it's a equal, that recipe just worked really well for y'all. So um
Yeah.
I just want to encourage you to keep doing your thing, and it's okay to be afraid of shit, but you got the talent. So fuck it. Like you said, no fucks given. Don't give a fuck about it. Just do the
Yeah.
shit.
Do what I do.
Do what you do, because somebody's gonna like it. And those 10,000 people that have liked your songs on BandLab is telling you something.
Yeah.
That's telling you something that it's not no bullshit. That it's not a scam. It's not. It's really
Hey,
good music.
hey, Cash. So I'm, I'm sorry to cut you off,
No,
homie.
you good. I was done.
So like, what do you think about all the static on BandLab? Like all the the people that's just, I don't know, just up there just to be creative, yet they're not so talented. You know what I'm saying? Like the whack ones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. The whack ones. Like, like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, it's a lot, right?
It's a good show. Keeps me entertained.
Yeah. What do you say? Keep you sane.
Keeps me
Entertained.
entertained.
Man, it's a lot of whackness.
There is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I checked out this other app called Rap Chat. I'm not really good at it yet, you know what I'm saying, but it's just another alternative to BandLab. And
Mhm.
just to reach a whole entire new, you know what I'm saying, audience or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hey man, thanks for coming on our little dog shit show.
Yes, thank you. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the VIP section of El Jefe podcast.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I had a good time.
Definitely good to have you up there. Cass, I got one final question for you. You got any tracks out there that's forkable? I don't normally see a lot of stuff you guys leave open, you know what I mean, for somebody else to hop on.
There's some like in the way back of my profile, but you know, that's something I'll do. I'll make a playlist of my forkable tunes so it's easier to access them actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Definitely be looking for that.
Okay.
So
All right,
plug yourself in, man. Don't let her go nowhere without plugging herself in.
Yeah. So one more time, plug yourself with your social media where we can find you, and then we're gonna rock with this song that you and my man Jetta did called No Fucks Given.
Okay, you can find me on all platforms under Cassaronie, Cassaronie, although some may be with 3 S's. And you can find like most of my new music is under Yoda G, YODAGEE, on all platforms as well. So yeah.
What's up? Well, thank you again. And this is No Fucks Given.
Cash, you know I fuck with you.
So much shit to say. It's not true. I guess never wish to taste, but I guess a lot of things to make guess that's my thing. And if you're looking for somebody who don't give a fuck, you wanna look, I'm not supposed to give. I'm fresh out of, I'm fresh out of, I'm fresh out of, I'm just if my body talking you and you don't understand me. But then he asks me if I give a fuck, then he asks me if I can.
I think it's being played on a lot of different things.
One guy to like me. The validation might be hatred in the sky. The energy excites me. You gotta like me. Our Father, who art in heaven, please allow me to believe, even if it's no more than a second. I pray to wake and bake, and if it's time, take me to heaven. And make the niggas that finally got me go the other direction. Today I'm in the fast lane, clutching my weapon, cause they didn't care until the cash came to sick. Let me take my pocket. Mac 11 on me now, it's not a recollection. They say I'm old school, I heard the business of a dog. My sons can't fit inside the lab. When that bag hit, you know I gotta get my trust. Oh man, hammer down, these niggas popping works. When you were pissing in the bed, I was popping works. I'm barely taller than my stick. I'm down to die for my jury. Your leave you buried out by 6. Let me talk to you. I'm kicking down doors in my Louis shoes. Talking cake out the gate, nigga. Who is you? Your throat's up, no fucks given. No $1 million mission submitted. Some hurt feelings, cause every boss hustle. But Hjefe called kill realer than the miss. They get your shot and won't miss them. I'm different. I lean the blinky sideways. Still no accurate than who chase snatches nowadays. This nigga's fucking school table, probably twice as free. Don't get back down so long, claiming you nicer than me. Do it down like me.
Hey, I gotta say, the audio was crazy whack. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that plug, man. That was beautiful. But that shit was, I couldn't hear shit.
You can hear what it. You'll be able to hear it on the live stream.
I didn't know how that shit worked.
Because it's streaming straight up. But anyway, thank you, Cass, for being a part of the El Jefe podcast. And you can find our podcast on Spotify podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcast and Buzzsprout. So a couple days after this airs live on IG on the El Jefe page, it'll be on the podcast everywhere in the world that you can find it. And also, sometime soon we'll have it loaded to our YouTube page where you can watch the live replay of the podcast.
We
Okay.
all done after this? Like, I guess Cassie got to go, but we kicking it, ain't we? But we
Yeah,
all
we
gotta
got
go.
yeah, we got like 2 more things to close out, and then we out of here.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank
ma'am.
you.
Thanks,
for having
Cass.
me.
Yeah. All right, Cass.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
So, world, that was Cassaronie kicking it with the El Jefe boys.
El
In the
Jefe
VIP
is the
section.
game.
Hey, should we call this the VIP section or what? Like, I kind of like that. I ain't heard
Yeah.
nobody else calling this shit that.
Yeah. So when we have special guests on, that's the VIP section. So you know that we got a guest coming on.
But or why not just call the whole show that? I don't know. Like,
Yeah. So we'll talk about it after we get off live.
but
But I got a question. I got a question for y'all. I kind of was waiting for Moves to come to get back on because I wanted to get his vote. Maybe we'll save that. We'll save that the next time. But have y'all seen Kanye West and Drake? They had a concert between them two for Amazon. But it was supposed to be a concert, but it ended up being a Kanye versus Drake show.
look like a dance off. I seen this pieces of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You know what? The stage was really dope. I don't know if y'all paid attention to the stage though. That was it looked like a UFO or something, right?
Yeah, out of this world.
Did you notice that? That was kind of fire though. I like that. You know, and I mean to have two big artists like that on one stage, man, you know, considering, you know what I mean, all the, you know, riffraff and the, you know, he said, she said, the fact that they could come together, you know what I mean, for that cause. I thought that was pretty dope, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
go ahead.
You know, we talking about gang shit. You know, I know a lot of dudes that don't appreciate Larry Hoover being free and shit. So, you know, I done heard a lot of, you know what I mean? So, but I've seen bits and pieces of it, you know, and you know, to me it just looked like I said, a dance off. They was dancing like a motherfucker. I think am I tripping or like
Yeah.
Kanye West was doing a lot of freestyling and shit. Like he don't remember none of the words to his songs.
I think that's what got me, like the performance. Like, I mean, you think about the verses that we seen, like I think the Lots was probably one of the best verses that I seen because them dudes was prepared. They were super prepared.
Crispy.
You know, even with Drake, I felt like he was doing a bunch of ad-libs on that joint. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of songs. It's a lot of hit songs to remember.
Yeah, hey, it is. You know, enough respect for you to come up there and remember, you know what I mean, 15 bars out of every song that you create, especially hits, you know? But yeah, I think one weird thing that I saw in there was, I think it was like, I can't remember what scene it was, but the joke, man, it was so smoky in that joint, man. And they were walking like right beside each other. And it was like, they were chained together or something.
It's probably them damn big ass boots that Kanye had on.
And I don't know, man. I don't know what that looked like. Hey, if you ever had a septic tank, those look like the boots that the dude would come out and clean your septic tank.
So I got a question for y'all. Who in
El Jefe, they supposed to be furry on the inside?
who in El Jefe would rock them boots? On next episode, we're gonna vote who in El Jefe would rock them boots. And then we're gonna come back.
Everybody go say me.
The next episode, episode 3, we're gonna tell y'all who we voted on in El Jefe. That's the connoisseur of clothing and shoes and boots that would have rocked those boots.
Hey, I'll give you a spoiler alert, and I'll let you know it's not gonna be me. Not unless Hurricane Katrina come around and I'm in NO again. You know what I mean? For something like that. But never
shit
that,
kicker boots, man. Shit kicker boots, dog.
Bro, come on, man.
And they're like
they look like 9/11 fireman boots, bro.
They're like 3 sizes his size. 3 sizes too big. He like flopping
Yeah,
around
bro.
in the damn boots.
Bro, I think I
Everybody
saw
said
it.
they super villain boots.
Every time he walked, it was like wet footprints on the stage. Hey, yo, them the boots that you wear when your toilet overflow.
The new septic tank one.
Oh man. What do you know? The septic tank
The
13.
septic tank ones. The overflow 12s. Overflow 12s.
Man, I was trying to figure it out, man. I was like, I know you ain't up here with no Ugg boots on, bro.
Oh man, but he was dancing like a motherfucker,
Oh,
skipping
yeah.
and everything in them bitches.
With his non-dancing ass.
God, man.
Non-dancing ass Kanye. He was getting down though.
Bro, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was, man, them boots, man. Oh my gosh, bro.
So
Real
two
talk.
questions. Two questions. So I was watching the news the other day on Twitter because you know that's where I get all my news from, and they said that Nancy Reagan back in the day used to visit all the freaking movie sets, and she was known for that Gawk Gawk 3000. Now,
What?
how did Twitter find out that Nancy Reagan, who been out of the movie shit in like 50, 60 years, that was the shit that went down back in the day?
Cause they just released the JFK files, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's right. They
It was
released her
probably
book.
in the JFK files. Hey,
They
look,
released the book.
they blacked out a lot of shit, but it was probably, they left that open.
That shit was redacted, but some kind
Yeah.
of way they could see through it. It was,
Yep.
they marked it with a highlighter.
Oh man.
Said that that's
I like that shit.
she was a superhead of the movie
Oh
set.
man.
Oh man, that is crazy, bro.
Man, that wasn't a Gawk 3000 back then. That was like
Nah.
Gawk 242.
That was a 1, 2, what, the 12. The Gawk 12. That was when it was invented, bro.
You invented the Gawk.
Bro, they had like 6 prototypes before that, but then they had like, yo, we're gonna go live with this.
She introduced some shit to change the game out there, boy.
Yeah, bro, it won't even Gawk, it was just Gawk. Just one.
Oh man. Say y'all go, man.
But yeah, so yeah,
Man.
man, we just kicking and having a good time. But thank y'all for hanging out with us at the El Jefe podcast. Like I said, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, you can find us on Spotify Podcasts, and the Buzz Sprout. Then you will also have it posted on the El Jefe YouTube page, so you can watch us again live, having a good time with our special guest, Cassaronie, who was incredible. I wouldn't put her in a box and call her an R&B artist, but she's an incredible singing artist. So check out her stuff, and catch us on the next podcast on episode 3, where we tell y'all who we voted to wear those freaking Kanye West.
Yeah, most certainly. Who gonna wear those boots, man? You know, closing, man. I'm glad to be back with the fam tonight. Obviously, I missed that first episode. You know, it hurt me to miss that joint, man. But you know, on another level, like I said, I do want to throw up RIP and sip some drink for Rebecca Manzor, most certainly Beck M. You know, one of those talented artists from Band Lab, man. You know, gone too soon. RIP, Beck.
RIP. Just like that, we're out of here. Good night. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Thanks for showing up.
Yes, sir.